Operation Flood. Operation Flood, launched on 13 January 1970, was the world's largest dairy development program and a landmark project of India's National Dairy Development Board (NDDB). It transformed India from a milk-deficient nation into the world's largest milk producer, surpassing the United States of America in 1998 with about 22.29% of global output in 2018. Within 30 years, it doubled the milk available per person in India and made dairy farming India's largest self-sustainable rural employment generator. It was launched to help farmers direct their own development and giving them control of the resources they create. All this was achieved not merely by mass production, but by production by the masses. The process has since been termed as the White Revolution. If there was one technological breakthrough that revolutionized India's organized dairy industry, it was the making of skim milk powder out of buffalo milk. The man who made this possible was Harichand Megha Dalaya. The and pattern experiment at Amul, a dairy cooperative, was the engine behind the success of the program. Dr. Verghese Kurian, the chairman and founder of Amul, was named the chairman of NDDB by the then Prime Minister of India Lal Bahadur Shastri. Kurian thrust the program towards success and has since been recognized as its architect. Introduction and objective. Program implementation. Operation Flood was implemented in 3 phases. Phase I. Phase I 1970–1980 was financed by the sale of skimmed milk powder and butter oil donated by the European Economic Community (EC) through the World Food Programme (WFP). NDDB planned the program and negotiated the details of EC assistance. During this phase, Operation Flood linked 18 of India's premier milk sheds with consumers in India's major metropolitan cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai, establishing mother dairies in the 4 metros. Operation Flood I was originally meant to be completed in 1975, but it eventually lasted until the end of 1979, at a total cost of Rs. 1.16 billion. At the start of Operation Flood I in 1970, certain aims were kept in view for the implementation of the programs: improving the organized dairy sector in metropolitan cities Mumbai then Bombay, Kolkata then Calcutta, Chennai then Madras, and Delhi through marketing, an increase of producers' share in the milk market, the speeding up of the development of dairy animals in rural areas to increase both production and procurement. Phase Roman II. Operation Flood Phase Roman II 1980–1985 increased the number of milk sheds from 18 to 136. Urban markets also expanded the outlets for milk to 290. By the end of 1985, a self-sustaining system of 43,000 village cooperatives with 4,250,000 milk producers was covered. Domestic milk powder production increased from 22,000 tons in the pre-project year to 140,000 tons by 1989, with all of this increase coming from dairies set up under Operation Flood. In this way, EC gifts and a World Bank loan helped in promoting self-reliance. Direct marketing of milk by producers' cooperatives also increased by several million liters a day. Phase Roman III. 3. Min 3. He, 3, min 3, he, min 3, he, min 3, he, min 3, min 3, he, min 3, phase Roman 3, he, min 3, he, min 3. Phase Roman 3 1985–1996 enabled dairy cooperatives to expand and strengthen the infrastructure required to procure and market increasing volumes of milk. Veterinary first aid healthcare services, feed, and artificial insemination services for cooperative members were extended, along with intensified member education. Operation Flood's Phase Roman III consolidated India's dairy cooperative movement, adding 30,000 new dairy cooperatives to the 43,000 existing cooperatives organized during Phase Roman II. The number of milk sheds peaked at 173 in 1988-89, with the numbers of female members and female dairy cooperative societies increasing significantly. Phase Roman III also increased emphasis on research and development in animal health and nutrition. Innovations such as a vaccine for thalassariosis, bypassing protein feed, and urea molasses mineral blocks contributed to the enhanced productivity of milk-producing animals. Features. There were some distinctive features behind the success of Operation Flood. Adopting new and modern methods to hold and milk cows, changing the composition of animal feed for better adjustment to the condition, revision of different producer costs on a sliding scale. Criticisms. Critics of the project argue that the emphasis on imported breeds of cattle has resulted in the decimation of Indian breeds. Foreign breeds give higher yields, but they require more feed and are not suited to Indian conditions.